If you think regular semi-trucks are big, wait until you see what we're about to show you. From stretched cab-overs that feel endless on the road to classic long hood legends pushed far beyond factory limits, these machines are not just trucks anymore. They're full-blown custom masterpieces. Some of them are so long they almost look unreal, built more for show-stopping presence than simple hauling. In this video, we're counting down the most extreme stretch semi-trucks ever built in North America. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe so you don't miss more insane truck builds like this. The Kenworth K100 was already one of the most recognizable trucks on North American highways. With its cab-over engine design, it became a favorite among truckers from the 1970s through the 1990s, thanks to its reliability, durability, and excellent maneuverability. But for custom truck enthusiasts, the K100 became something far more extraordinary. One of the most impressive examples is a custom build created by the Kiefer family, inspired by the legendary truck from the classic TV show, BJ and the Bear. Starting with a 1992 Kenworth K100, they transformed it through an extreme chassis stretch that pushed the wheelbase to an incredible 240 inches. To put that into perspective, many highway tractors have wheelbases closer to 200 inches, making this truck noticeably longer than most rigs on the road. Powering machines like this was often a rugged 14-liter Cummins inline-6 diesel engine producing around 400 horsepower and massive torque. Combined with an Eaton Fuller 13 or 15-speed manual transmission, it delivered the strength needed for serious hauling. While the stretch creates a stunning visual effect, it also changes the truck's overall balance and presence. The huge gap between the cab and rear axles gives it an unmistakable profile, enhanced by polished chrome and styling cues that pay tribute to a true trucking icon. The result is a truck that turns heads everywhere it goes and proves that some classics only get better with time. Kenworth W900. The Kenworth W900 is one of the most legendary trucks ever built in American trucking history. With its long, bold hood and powerful road presence, it has become a favorite base for extreme custom builds and show trucks across the United States. One outstanding example is a heavily modified Kenworth W900L built by the famous Texas Chrome Shop in San Antonio, Texas. This machine was taken far beyond factory specs and rebuilt into a true showpiece. Under the hood sits a massive 15-liter Caterpillar inline-6 engine, producing around 550 horsepower, delivering the kind of strength needed for serious highway hauling. Paired with an 18-speed manual transmission, the driver gets full control over that raw diesel power, making it both powerful and highly responsive on the road. The biggest transformation is the stretched chassis, pushed to nearly 250 inches of wheelbase. That's far longer than a standard highway tractor, and it completely changes the truck's stance. The extended frame gives it a smoother, more dramatic profile, designed mainly for show purposes rather than pure utility. Every detail on this build has been refined. The engine components feature custom finishes, the wheels and metal parts are engraved, and the interior is upgraded with screens, premium audio, and polished aluminum touches. Even the suspension is adjustable, allowing the truck to sit low at shows or rise for driving. The result is a perfect blend of raw power and luxury styling, turning a classic workhorse into a rolling masterpiece that dominates attention wherever it goes. The 1989 Freightliner cabover represents a classic era of North American trucking, when cabover engine designs dominated highways. Built by Freightliner trucks, these trucks were especially popular in the 1970s and 1980s because they reduced overall vehicle length, while improving maneuverability in tight spaces and long-haul routes. Under the cab, machines like this were commonly powered by rugged Detroit diesel inline-6 engines, often around 12 liters in displacement, delivering over 400 horsepower with strong torque for heavy-duty hauling. These engines, developed by Detroit Diesel, were paired with 13 or 15-speed manual transmissions, giving drivers precise control and long-term reliability on demanding highways. This particular Freightliner was later transformed into a custom build with a stretched chassis measuring around 255 inches of wheelbase. While not the most extreme on this list, it still goes well beyond factory specifications, creating a longer and more striking profile that stands out instantly. The stretch was mainly done for visual impact, giving the truck a smoother and more elegant silhouette. Finished in classic paint with polished chrome accents throughout the body, it carries a timeless show truck look that enthusiasts appreciate. In the end, this build blends old-school cabover heritage with modern customization, turning a hard-working truck into a head-turning showpiece that perfectly represents its era while pushing its design further than ever intended. Peterbilt 362 is one of the most recognizable cabover trucks from the 1980s era, built by Peterbilt in the United States. Back then, cabover engine designs were everywhere on North American highways, and the 362 stood out with its sharp styling and modern look for its time. The 1984 model in this custom build takes things to another level. Finished in a deep purple and white color scheme with chrome detailing throughout, it instantly becomes a showstopper at truck events. Every angle reflects light differently, giving it a bold and almost luxury-like appearance. Powering this machine is the legendary Detroit Diesel Series 60 style inline-6 setup, part of the Detroit Diesel family, known for its durability and long-distance strength. With around 12.7 liters of displacement, it produces roughly 400 to 470 horsepower, depending on tuning. Paired with a 13 or 18-speed manual transmission, it gives full control over performance in all driving conditions. What truly transforms this truck is its stretched chassis, extended to about 276 inches of wheelbase, nearly 7 meters between axles. For a cabover design, that's a massive modification, creating a long, flowing profile that immediately stands out. The combination of chrome, custom paint, and extended frame turns it from a working-class truck into a rolling showpiece. It perfectly blends classic trucking heritage with modern customization culture. And if you think this Peterbilt already pushes the limits of length and style, the next truck on the list takes customization even further. This red custom Kenworth shows how far classic American trucks can be pushed when builders turn them into full show machines instead of just workhorses. Based on a traditional long hood design from Kenworth Truck Company, it already carries that bold, muscular look that truck fans love. But the modifications take it into a completely different category. Under the hood, setups like this are commonly powered by a strong Cummins inline-6 diesel engine, often around 14 liters, delivering more than 450 horsepower. Engines from Cummins are well known for their durability and high torque, making them ideal for long highway runs. Paired with a 13 or 18-speed manual transmission, the driver gets full control over power delivery in every situation. The most dramatic change is the stretched chassis, pushed to around 315 inches of wheelbase, close to 8 meters between the axles. That kind of extension completely transforms the truck's stance, turning it into a long, flowing machine built more for visual impact than hauling efficiency. It gives the entire build a smoother and more elegant road presence that instantly grabs attention. The deep red paint combined with heavy chrome detailing makes the truck even more striking. The polished metal reflects light across the body, highlighting every curve and extension of the frame. This contrast between red and chrome gives it that classic show truck identity that enthusiasts recognize immediately. In the end, this Kenworth isn't just about power, it's about presence. It blends raw diesel strength with extreme customization, turning a traditional highway tractor into a rolling display of craftsmanship and style. And if this 315-inch stretch machine already feels massive, the next build takes size and design even further. At first glance, this blue Peterbilt looks like a typical long hood American highway truck, but a closer look reveals something far more extreme. Built on a classic Peterbilt platform from Peterbilt, this machine has been transformed into a heavily customized showpiece with a stretched and modified chassis that pushes the limits of design. Like many high-performance builds, it is commonly powered by a Cummins inline-6 diesel engine, often around 14 liters in displacement. Engines from Cummins are known for producing over 450 horsepower with strong torque output, making them ideal for long-distance highway use. Paired with a 13 or 18-speed manual transmission, the setup gives the driver full control over power delivery in all conditions. The most impressive feature is the stretched frame, extended to around 325 inches in total length. That massive wheelbase completely changes the truck's proportions, making it one of the longer custom builds seen on the road. Interestingly, it doesn't immediately appear oversized because the large sleeper cab and multiple rear axles visually balance the design, hiding just how extended the chassis really is. Built by an enthusiast for both highway presence and show events, this truck stands out wherever it goes. Its deep blue paint combined with chrome detailing creates a sharp contrast that enhances its long, flowing silhouette and gives it a premium, eye-catching finish. In the end, this Peterbilt blends power, scale, and craftsmanship into one unforgettable machine. And if this 325-inch custom already feels massive, the next truck pushes those limits even further. The Peterbilt 362 is one of those classic cab-over trucks that dominated North American highways throughout the 1980s and 1990s. Built by Peterbilt in the United States, it was known for its forward cab design, strong road presence, and practicality for long-haul trucking during its era. Although originally designed for heavy-duty transport, many of these trucks later became the foundation for extreme custom builds, and this stretched example is a perfect case. Under the cab, setups like this were commonly powered by a Cummins inline-6 diesel engine, often around 14 liters in displacement. Engines from Cummins typically delivered over 400 horsepower, giving plenty of strength for hauling and highway cruising. Paired with a 13 or 18-speed manual transmission, the driver could fully control power delivery across different terrains, a setup widely respected for its durability and performance. The most striking modification is the stretched chassis, extended to around 330 inches of wheelbase, over 8 meters between the axles. For a cab-over design, that's an enormous figure, completely changing the truck's proportions and road presence. This type of modification is usually done for show purposes, where visual impact matters just as much as performance. The extended frame creates a long, dramatic silhouette that instantly stands out at truck shows and events. Combined with the original cab-over design, it looks both classic and heavily customized at the same time. In the end, this Peterbilt blends old-school American trucking engineering with modern customization culture, turning a hard-working machine into a true showpiece. And if this 330-inch stretch build feels extreme, the next truck takes things even further. The Peterbilt 379 is one of the most iconic long hood trucks ever built in North America, produced by Peterbilt in the United States. Known for its aggressive stance, large cab, and endless customization potential, it has become a favorite among truck enthusiasts and show builders. This particular build takes the legendary 379 to another level. Finished in a deep candy green paint with a flat-top sleeper, it already looks like a premium show truck. The glossy finish gives it a rich, reflective shine that stands out instantly, especially when paired with the clean, white-painted chassis and chrome detailing across the body. Under the hood sits the legendary Caterpillar C 15 inline-6 diesel engine developed by Caterpillar Inc. With around 15.8 liters of displacement, it can produce close to 600 horsepower depending on tuning. Known for its durability and torque, this engine is built for serious long-haul performance. It's typically paired with an 18-speed manual transmission, giving the driver precise control in every driving situation. The most dramatic change is the stretched chassis extended to around 350 inches of wheelbase, nearly 9 meters between axles. This transformation doesn't just increase size, it completely changes the truck's visual proportions, creating a long, elegant silhouette that dominates attention on the road. Every detail on this build reflects customization at the highest level, from custom fabricated parts to carefully finished components that elevate its overall design. In the end, this Peterbilt 379 blends raw Caterpillar power with extreme styling and craftsmanship, turning a classic highway truck into a rolling masterpiece. And if this 350-inch build already feels massive, the next one goes even further. The Kenworth K100 is one of the most defining cab-over trucks ever seen on North American highways. Built by Kenworth Truck Company in the United States, its cab-over engine layout was designed to maximize overall vehicle length while still keeping the truck practical and easy to maneuver, making it a workhorse of its era. Although originally built for heavy-duty hauling, many K100s later became the foundation for extreme custom projects. Under the cab, these trucks were commonly powered by Cummins inline-6 diesel engines, often around 14 liters in displacement. Engines from Cummins were known for delivering over 400 horsepower, paired with 13 or 18-speed manual transmissions that gave drivers full control over power and performance on long hauls. What makes this build truly stand out is the stretch chassis, extended to around 380 inches of wheelbase, nearly 9.6 meters between axles. That kind of length is extreme for a cab-over design and completely transforms the truck's proportions. A large, extended diesel tank mounted along the side of the frame further enhances both fuel capacity and the visual impression of size. The truck's brown paint combined with metallic accents gives it a classic, old-school American trucking look, perfectly matching its long and heavy silhouette. It feels powerful, traditional, and highly customized all at once. In the end, this Kenworth K100 blends raw diesel strength with extreme custom engineering, turning a historic work truck. Peterbilt 359. The Peterbilt 359 is one of the most legendary classic trucks ever built by Peterbilt in the United States. With its long hood, timeless styling, and strong highway presence, it became an icon of American trucking culture and a top choice for extreme custom builds. One of the most famous versions is a heavily modified Peterbilt 359 known as Johnny Holmes, built by a well-known trucking influencer. This project transformed an already iconic machine into something completely extraordinary, pushing both design and engineering to the limit. Like many heavy-duty setups, trucks of this type are commonly powered by Cummins inline-six diesel engines, often around 14 liters in displacement. Engines from Cummins are capable of producing over 450 horsepower, delivering strong torque for long-distance hauling. Paired with a 13 or 18-speed manual transmission, the driver gets full control over performance in every driving condition. The most extreme feature of this build is its stretch chassis, extended to around 420 inches of wheelbase, over 10 meters between axles. That kind of length is almost unheard of for a highway tractor and required serious reinforcement to maintain structural strength and safety. Because of this massive stretch, the truck develops a dramatic and instantly recognizable silhouette. The long gap between the cab and rear axles makes it stand out even among custom show trucks, giving it a truly unique road presence. Despite its extreme proportions, it still keeps the classic Peterbilt 359 identity, blending traditional styling with bold custom engineering. The result is a machine that pushes the boundaries of what a truck can be, turning a legendary workhorse into a one-of-a-kind showpiece. That's the end of today's lineup of the most extreme stretch semi-trucks ever built, and honestly, each one pushed the limits of size, power, and pure custom creativity. From classic cab-overs to legendary long hood rigs, these builds prove just how far truck enthusiasts are willing to go to create something unforgettable on the road and at shows. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next insane truck breakdown. See you in the next one.